What is up, everybody? This is Kyle, and this is Colby Sauce, and this is episode 219. We're gonna do this whole episode in ASMR because I was looking at it. ASMR, seriously, dude. There's seriously a whole network of people that do ASMR. I thought it was just like fucking chips and shit, but it's literally like the girl I saw was like super famous. But I don't fucking get it. Like, that's some lunatic type shit.
There's also an ASMR chick who will like take her food and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I ate it."
Dude, Jared listens to that shit. And I don't know, like, if he listens to, like, just the noises or actually people like that girl who do that. And it's, like, such a weird... Like, this girl had, like, 2 million followers. And all she's like, all right, guys, so I'm going to ASMR this today.
Have you seen the girl who will tap her fingernails and it's just like,
yeah, dude, she makes a fuck ton probably. That's what's fucked up about it. I could probably do some like comedy ASMR. Like, does anybody take it like a funny route?
It's tough. The voice is hard to have a fucking real conversation because you have to cut it.
What?
I like how you have to end each word with a little.
You just gotta whisper. I'm sick too, so I sound even fucking sexier, baby. Episode 2 without Burns, and this is the craziest fucking thing, guys. Like, I just kind of put some bait out there on the Dude Comedy Twitter. I'm like, what? When I said, like, what was it?
Down to 2. And then there were 2.
That makes 2 of us. Now there's 2. Some bullshit, right? So
for those of you who missed last week's episode, Burns didn't show up. Thursday we were going to record. He didn't show up. Friday he didn't say anything.
But the week before he did the same exact thing. And when we were cutting down Jimmy and the people who don't show up, Burns made that commitment. And he's like, no more. But it's typically what happened. I get it because that's like, it's kind of like.
Do we have to read that ad real quick?
Oh shoot! What is it?
It's the Robinhood one. Same read. I believe it's first slot. Check it out really quick. I'll distract everyone for 1 second while you look.
Okay.
Speaking of weird communities, not weird communities that you didn't know existed. Welding Twitter is a thing. So I sent my brother this thread that came across, and the thread blew up. Welding Twitter. It was like a picture. A girl posted a thing, and it was like a really bad weld job with like really thick bubbles and stuff, you know. And she was like, guys like this are for sure the ones to not pick up the bill. Something like that, right? Is what she wrote. Or guys who weld like this. Dude, this post was just a shit storm of people like either going off. So like then one dude was there and his post was like my hands are like this because I don't sit at home and play video games type stuff. And all these things, dude. It was pretty funny.
The welding community is like it's definitely.
It was
weird.
awesome.
Let me see.
I mean, it's just something that you didn't know existed as big as like basketball Twitter. Like basketball Twitter is a known niche spot that if you follow 4 or 5 people, you're going to see everything because they all pretty much share and retweet and post everything.
That's
like,
literally any niche, you know?
Yeah, I just never would have come across the welding one if that post didn't blow up. And I was just enjoying because then you had like welders arguing with each other about their welds.
Really?
It's pretty fun. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good thread. I'll send it to you after the show.
Damn. All right. Well, here he is. Okay, so we did this ad before, and I actually got in a little bit of trouble, so I'm going to do it straight up. Okay?
Straight up.
Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission-free. Me and Colby use this app. Definitely commission-free. We can attest to that. While other brokers just charge up to $10 for every trade. Geez, that would actually get pretty expensive. Robinhood doesn't charge any commission fees, so you can trade stocks and keep all of your profits. Plus, there's no account minimum deposit needed to get started, so you can start investing at any level you would like. The simple, intuitive design of Robinhood makes investing easy for newcomers and experts alike. That's true. You can also view stock collections such as 100 most popular. With Robinhood, you can learn how to invest in the market as you build your portfolio, discover new stocks, track your favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest. Robinhood is giving listeners of Dude Comedy a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help you build your portfolio. Sign up today at dudecomedy.robinhood.com. You get a free stock, such as Apple, Ford, or Sprint. How can you hate on that? I don't think you can.
You can't.
We use Robinhood all the time.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't want to I like things where I don't have to go and talk to somebody. I'd rather read stuff about it. It's like you don't have to call somebody and say, "Hey, I want to invest in this." You literally just invest in it yourself.
I think the least social nowadays that you have to be with people is the best. I love the U-Scan section of the grocery store.
Oh,
You only have 3 or 4 items. You just cheap. I'm out of there, dude.
Oh yeah,
There's more fast food places that are starting to do that, where it's fast food places. Am I still in that center thing? Sorry, I just realized I was not center.
You're good.
Fast food places now, they're doing it so you can go up there and just hit a couple buttons and they'll be like, Colby, order for Colby, quarterly order for Colby.
Chick-fil-A does it amazingly.
Dude, yeah, Chick-fil-A is the best.
What was crazy that one day we were in there, though, we sat at a table, ordered from the table from the app, and it got there instantly. Yep. But when we were in line, it took forever.
Yep, some people just are noobs. So when you go to Chick-fil-A, sometimes it's better just to sit down and order from your phone. Say you're at the restaurant, they just bring you your food.
Did I tell the people the saddest story of my life?
No, and we also need to talk about your Instagram post, so we'll do both. Saddest day of your life first.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about, the saddest day of my life?
This is actually pretty sad, and I felt bad. I felt even more bad for you because until the next day when I was suffering a pretty bad hangover, but at the time I felt really bad for you.
So basically, Colby's wife had a birthday party. It was at my favorite restaurant or type of restaurant. Actually, probably my favorite restaurant, which is Tokyo Steakhouse, which is a hibachi grill. So, hibachi, they cook it in front of you, do tricks and shit. Outside of that, though, that's the most bomb calamari. It's not deep fried or nothing. They just fry it straight up, slice it, dice it. The best, this is actually quite the debate. The hibachi magic sauce or Chick-fil-A. I actually might say the hibachi sauce is better than Chick-fil-A sauce.
I think it's
to each their own. To each their own.
Yeah. I was gonna say because if I don't think I could dip. I don't think it would be as good to dip Chick-fil-A's nuggets in the A2 sauce, but obviously when you get that hot steak and you dip it in that orange sauce, there's just something magical about that.
Yeah,
it is so good.
So
all right, keep going.
So basically, we were set to have my parents watch The Boys. And we were gonna go to his wife's birthday party with all my buddies there, all my flag football friends, all the people I hang out with. And then our kid decided to be a little fuck. The newborn, he decided to just throw a fit. And we didn't want to pawn off 3 kids on my parents. So I'm like, I'll stay. My mom was gonna take the boys. I was gonna take the baby. And mentally, and I was gonna let Rachel go. She was having a tough time with the boys, and she just needed some fresh air. So I just said, no, you go. And basically what ended up happening is when I was coming up with this plan that I was like, I'll just watch the boys or I'll watch the boy and you guys go do whatever. I'm like, well, fuck. Hibachi's my favorite spot. I'm just going to go get Chick-fil-A and just load up on Chick-fil-A sauce out the ass. And I'm just like,
by the way, Kyle, when he eats Chick-fil-A, is a sauce.
I'm 2 things of sauce per strip.
Yeah. And then fries as well. You don't skimp on the fry sauce.
So my mouth is watering and shit. I'm in the drive-thru, the baby screaming. I don't even give a fuck at this point because I'm about to eat Chick-fil-A, right? So I order shit. I was so hungry and I hadn't eaten anything. I ordered a 6-piece chicken strip and then a deluxe spicy chicken sandwich.
Deluxe. Yeah.
And so I'm just super jacked up. I was so jacked up, I was eating some of the fries on the way home. And I wasn't going to eat it till I got home because you can't fucking dip it in your sauce while you're driving, right?
Make it, baby.
He's doing some potty training. He's out there crying.
Yeah, the thing with Chick-fil-A sauce is really, really hard. Well, before they fixed it, it was really, really hard to open. I can't imagine trying to drive and do it.
I think that was just a bad batch.
Yeah. So keep going. So you're on your way home.
So I'm eating some fries on the way, just getting myself pumped up. And typically I'll dip all the fries in the sauce too, but I was so hungry and so excited for Chick-fil-A. I had already ditched out on this party. I already ditched out on hibachi. I would have got calamari mixed with some fucking some fillets, steak.
Probably a fillet, yeah. Probably the fillet.
Good combination. The fried rice. I would have just went to town. So I pull up. Baby's he actually fell asleep. So I'm like, oh, this is my moment. Go sit down at the table, do a little stretch. opened the bag. I had ordered eight or 10 things of Chick-fil-A sauce, and I open it.
Good catch by Rachel there.
Yeah, jeez. They can't see that on this one. So then I open the bag, super pumped up. They fucking forgot the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Not one.
Not a
two.
single thing of
Not
Chick-fil-A
half the
sauce.
order.
And I even ordered, I was like, can I get 8 Chick-fil-A sauces? Like, oh, wow, yeah. And then they literally, I said it super nicely, and they literally forgot all the Chick-fil-A sauce. Like, I was so, like, depending on where I would have been in life, I was actually in a good mood. But if I would have been, like, at a rock bottom, and then I went to get Chick-fil-A to exit out of my rock bottom, and then they did that, it would have been, probably would have pushed me over the edge.
I just can't imagine. So the other thing that's not being described as well here is it's about a 25 minute drive for Kyle.
Yeah, wasn't close. I almost drove and did it.
To drove back and get the
because
sauce.
they would have been so apologetic and stuff, just because that's how they roll at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, so it's like this is a half hour. This is an hour trip basically. Mm-hmm. By the time you load everything up, get in the car, drive through down Kent. Yeah, we'll say 45 minutes.
Baby screaming in the drive-through.
Yeah, we'll say 45-minute trip just to get no sauce.
Zero sauce. It was probably one of the, in combination, I was like okay with, like, I just wanted to get Rachel some fresh air. I was okay with not going to Hibachi.
But then this
and I mean, I knew it was going to be like super busy and stuff, and I probably wouldn't really hang out with people, you know? That's just how it kind of goes there when there's 30 people at a Hibachi, you know? So I was like, okay, well, it's not the end of the world. And then I'm like, whoa, cool, Chick-fil-A. And then they literally no Chick-fil-A sauce. And Chick-fil-A is so mediocre with no Chick-fil-A sauce. Like, I tried dipping it in barbecue sauce and ketchup, and I'm like, wow, this place actually fucking sucks. Like, Chick-fil-A is built on the backbone of Chick-fil-A sauce.
Which is crazy because, like, I mean, honestly, like, I want to say the sauce, I'm going to just type in, like, homemade Chick-fil-A sauce. Someone probably got, okay, so the ingredients to what this person said is a copycat sauce is mayonnaise, honey, yellow mustard, Dijon mustard, some lemon juice, and 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. It actually looks just like the sauce. Dang. So, but let's see that. I mean, obviously, there's probably some spices, this and that in there. You got to think, this is crazy. It's a mediocre chicken place at best if you don't have that little smoky, it's like a little smoky, mustardy. It does have that little honey.
But you could argue that Hibachi, same thing.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Hibachi, you've made better steaks than Hibachi.
Yeah. But it's a combination of the sauce, some filet, some fried rice.
Yeah. So one of our buddies he goes to this place like once or twice a month. And, you know, he's a weird, he loves it. And then one day he was sitting there looking, I'm about to order the like 8T, whatever it is, which is like the New York steak with the shrimp combo, $22 or whatever. And he's like, no, dude, look at this. And then he's like, I go down to this like random letter. It's like 13T. It's like filet and shrimp combo, $28. He's like, look at this, dude. For $6 more, you're going to get this steak. He's like, this person's over here is going to get the New York. Watch how like the size of your steak compared to them. Plus you're getting a filet. It was not only was it like a bigger steak size wise, but it was a filet for $6 more.
Jeez. I like to throw the lobster in sometimes.
Yeah, that lobster, lobski. All right. Part 2 of our things to talk about today. Got this open right here.
Man, we rolling.
So Kyle makes this post. It says,
you explain it while I read my phone for a second.
Okay, so Kyle's post says, my side chick turned 30 yesterday, looking 12 still. I love her, with this post, or to a link to this post. And at first, I'm like, okay, I wonder why he put this link in here. I wonder where it goes. But then I'm assuming it was just like an Instagram post to Twitter.
Yeah.
So I click this link, and when I click the link, it's like trying to load and nothing happens. Then this like gray screen pops up, and then the picture loads. So I'm like, oh, that was weird. What did that say on it? So I went back and clicked it again and screenshotted it. And it says on Kyle's Instagram page, it says image may contain, and then it has like a colon or a semicolon, 5 people, comma, baby, and a close-up. So this, we need to break this down. We need to peel the onion back on this. What is?
I'm back in it now that because this is concern. This I'm not gonna say concerning, but it's kind of weird.
So how long ago did you post it? So 3 hours ago. I probably sent it to you 2 hours and 45. So 15, 25 minutes at most. That since it's been posted. Let's say.
What does it say when you click now?
No, so it loaded your picture.
Oh.
Just the first time, it took a little bit, and then that text came up. I'm like, what the fuck did that say?
What
so
if you Googled that text?
No, I want to find another person's link who uses the same type of link, this ift.tt. I want to see if I click it, what their picture says.
Yeah, because it was definitely like
something in Instagram facial recognition-ish. Your photo within 20 minutes identified 5 people.
It probably did it instantly. I mean, it did it instantly when we posted it.
That is insane.
But it recognized all the people. There was a close-up, which was of Rachel, and there was one baby in this. Like, that is weird.
Like, it differentiated your baby from your other baby, who Owen's, what, 2?
Yeah, like, that just shows it was just being placed into a database.
This right here, like, people listening need to understand. Like, this is something so creepy. At first, I didn't think it was creepy, but now that I'm peeling this back, how did it know that that's a baby and Owen's not a baby?
Yeah. I don't know. So, like, I got tagged because it was Rachel's 30th birthday, and I got tagged, or kind of like auto-tagged. But it's crazy. And then I'm like, I wonder what else it's auto-tagged me. And I went through, like, there's like 100 pictures of where I'm just, like, in random pictures with people, and it's like, oh, this is probably you. Oh no, all the ones on my Kyle Justin like public Facebook page. All the pictures on there say like, looks like you. This looks like you. Like, this may be you. This may be you. And it's like, it's just so weird. I mean, I don't think it's I mean, it might be creepy, but I don't think it's significant to anything. Like, why would you not want people's faces registered? Like, what the fuck? Why would you not want that? You know, it might actually help. You know, when somebody commits a crime or something along those lines.
Wait a second. What
is it?
Okay, so this article right here, this is published November 29th of last year, so not too long ago. Instagram now has photo descriptions for the visually impaired. Instagram has announced 2 new features focused on accessibility for people with visually impairments, meaning that more people can enjoy the popular photo sharing app. So this is supposed to assist. The first feature requires users of the app to add detailed descriptions of their photos in the new alt text field when they're uploading their images, which can be read out loud to anyone using screen reader. So here's an example of it. This is not what your post was, though. What?
Something deeper is going on here.
Well, because like what visually impaired, so they would just be scrolling Instagram, and then they would get a reading since they can't read. Instagram would say this photo contains 5 people, 1 baby, and a close-up. That doesn't seem that might be the dumbest cover-up that Instagram's ever like. That's really what your excuse. I hate to be a conspiracy theorist guy here, but that is bull.
I mean, I could see the blind community, you know, forcing themselves into Instagram. You know, like I could see that being an issue. Now, like maybe not like 10 years ago, but like nowadays I could be like blind community outraged by no way to.
No, I get that.
Use Instagram, you know, like. I mean, something so fucking common sense that obviously why would they be able to use Instagram when they can't fucking see shit, you know? But I definitely could see them, you know, implementing something like that for the blind people. Because nothing is more exciting to a blind person than hearing a reading saying 5 people, 1 baby, 1 close-up. You know, there's nothing more exciting.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I'm
why
liking
I feel like
that shit. Excuse. That sounds viral.
I feel like that's a terrible, terrible, terrible cover-up that they're trying to pull on us right here. I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah.
I also don't like, I don't understand how it registered that so quick. But then on this article, it says you have to enter that alt text. Like you didn't enter anything. You just hit post.
I don't know, man. There's some conspiracy going on here.
I just like that we uncovered it first.
Yeah.
Taking it over.
We'll peel that onion back. Because let's remember now, Instagram is Facebook, and Facebook does not give a fuck about what they do.
No, they're on everything, man.
No, that's just straight up facts. They don't give a shit.
I wish that this now that I just closed that link, I picked up the Chick-fil-A sauce thing again. I don't think it's gonna taste. I don't know.
We got to try it. Why don't we do we should do that, just like an in-person vlog taste tester show.
Dude, yeah.
We should make the Chick-fil-A sauce, the whatever sauce, and do a blind taste test. That'd be actually fun.
You know what I've always wanted to do, which would obviously be hard because the fry temperature drops so quick. There's a lot of people who say that the average person can't tell the difference between fast food fries with their eyes closed. I think I would go 5 for 5. I think I would know Burger King. I think I would know McDonald's. I think I would know Wendy's.
It's all size.
Jack in the Box to like Carl's Jr., since I don't really eat those as much, I could see that being a guess between those two. But even then, I feel like
I can't even remember Jack in the Box fries off the top of my head.
They're just a generic.
Why don't we just do an eating episode where we do that?
Yeah.
It has to be within 5 minutes.
No. I'm just saying, within 5 minutes though, all like McDonald's fries are going to be very noticeable, because if you don't eat McDonald's fries hot, they have that very distinct cardboardy.
Yeah. So how would we do this though?
I don't know. We'd have to time it up to where we ordered them all through like DoorDashes and Uber Eats and stuff, so they would all be controlled around the same.
Well, you just got to go to a certain area. We had to find an area that has.
Covington has them all within a drive.
And then you just run a two-man team. A two-man team, and I can go get 3 of them, and you get 3 of them.
Yeah, you could come. So you could come. Okay, no, this would work. So you got Burger King, McDonald's by you in Four Corners. So you could get those 2. I could go down and do Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., and we would time it up right to when we got all of them. Then we would meet back at my place, which is pretty close to the bottom ones. But you would just go straight from getting those 2. I think it might work.
We need to have a food episode. We would involve Burns, but that motherfucker ain't on here no more. Because I was trying to get that earlier before we did the ad, but I'm not gonna touch on it quite. But remember when during the show I left the group chat.
Yeah.
And then he just sent a message today like, "We doing the podcast?" Like nothing fucking happened. Like, how about start it off by saying like, "Hey, dude, I fucked up again. Like, when are we doing the podcast? Like, my bad." But it's just like totally just. Whoosh. Hey, remember when I was playing fucking Fortnite and I completely forgot about my job?
Yeah. So the funniest thing is, so we tried to think of something like maybe he's doing something else. Maybe something came up. Maybe it was a family emergency and he just didn't have his Skype. And then his duo partner, tweeted out a picture of him in a game playing Fortnite right after we recorded. 5-10 minutes after. We were like,
that's gonna be a no for. But hey, leave it in the past. So we had Rachel's 30th birthday wine tour this week. It was actually pretty fun. I was a little skeptical on the tour part, but they actually fed us a fuck ton of wine.
I thought you were gonna say food, and I'm like, didn't you go for wine?
Dude, I was my typical self.
Nice.
Well, so Brandon also likes to like joke around a lot. I didn't get kind of towards the end of the night. So the last like wine stop, they would give you a taste tester wine right out of like the huge fucking, I don't even know what it's called.
The big, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So they would just give you a taster, right? So they would just twist this nozzle. Well, I mean, it was right there.
You put your mouth on it, didn't you?
No.
Oh.
Well, when they were giving us the tasters, and then I'm like, well, like whatever. Maybe I can just get a little self-service. No. But basically, we just like cruise around all these wineries and, a taste test here, a taste test there, 10 tastes or 15 tastes later, and I was taking up other people's tasters. I mean, I got a nice little buzz. maybe a little brownout towards the end of the drive. Apparently, we stopped to get gas, and I didn't really recall that. But hey, that was after hours. Ended it with little hops and drops. But yeah, while Colby's not here, and I don't know what else to talk about because I don't have anybody to bounce anything off of, Beersy Bomb is dropping tomorrow. Oh, uh-oh.
No, we're good. She's just going to come in for 15 more minutes so we can keep going.
Did you have somebody watching?
Yeah, Marie took her. Well, since the door's getting put in, she just took her around like places, so she wasn't down in the construction.
Oh.
She's coming upstairs right now, though.
Oh. Cool.
You want to say something to the people? Don't eat it.
She bit it.
Baby ASMR, dude. That could be our niche. Baby ASMR.
Gosh, that's creepy. But basically,
Hi. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna take her in here.
All right, sounds good. But the 3,000 order unit of Beersy, I haven't done anything since. Oh, hey.
Okay, what'd you say? I hear
Oh,
you now.
I was just saying, I hit some self-service off the wine thing, and I was kind of just slanging it out. I mean, definitely theft. You know, now that I kind of look back and reflect on it, but I was getting egged on by some people in our group to hook them up with some wine. But definitely that. But you just walk, like they gave us taste out of it, and then you literally just walk up to it and twist it, and it's not like protected or anything. It's just straight from the damn. It's like a siphon, you know. It's a huge.
You paid? Didn't you pay for the tour, right?
Yeah, for the taste.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you paid for.
Oh, so then, Amelia's husband Paul.
Yeah.
So me and there's only in this last spot. There's only one bathroom, and me and him were sitting there and waiting for somebody in the bathroom. And a lady that worked there, she's like, "Oh, you guys can use this bathroom back here." And I'm like, "Cool." And there's like a banquet room, and so I let him go in first, and he goes in there and comes out, and he's like, "Dude, there's a full glass of champagne in there," and I drank it. I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" So I walk in immediately when I close the door, like somebody knocked on the door and just opened the door. And they're like, "Oh, sorry, I forgot my champagne in here." And I'm like, she's like, "Oh, somebody drank." But she knew it wasn't me because she watched me walk in there and like instantly she knocked on the door, you know? And, I mean, I hope she knew it wasn't me. But it was definitely Paul. He's like, "Dude, I just chugged it." I'm like, "God damn, dude." And I knew it was going to be the ladies because they were like setting up all these tables and banquets and stuff. But like for one, I probably would have done the same thing, but it wasn't me.
So I've only been to like the tastings and stuff where you're there, then you don't have to buy anything the rest of the time. So did you explain a wine breakdown? I feel like that would get
this
more.
One was different than the one we went to Bryant's. Like this was all like set.
Or Shays. Remember Shays? Shays we didn't pay. We paid once.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We were good at all three.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was just like.
Okay. Sounds good.
God damn it, Bryant.
Okay. You can hear him. Damn it, Brian. I'll see you in I'll see you in a couple minutes. So when we went to Shays, I was thinking when you were telling that story, the one in Vegas was you paid once, bus took you around, they had some beers on the bus, and then every place you got to, you just could drink as many beers as you wanted. But I didn't pay again. I'd imagine a wine place after you ran through a couple tastes, like if you put me and you together and it was like a flat fee of like $25, let's say a place, like we're going to drink more than $25 worth of wine.
Yeah. No, I kept trying to like go buy wine, but our dude Mike, who oh my God, dude, this dude looked like fucking Albert Einstein. He had the worst hairpiece ever. And I told Amelia his name was Albert, and she's like, "Hey, Albert." And I'm like, "No." But it was kind of, so the tour, we couldn't actually drink on the bus. So like when we first got dropped off at it, and I had brought some White Claws with me.
Nice.
And so me, Jack, and James were like all like, because we dropped the girls off the bus and went and parked, and then I'm like, "Hey, you guys want a White Claw before we hop on?" We're like sitting there in the parking lot just like chugging them, and a fucking cop rolls up, and we're like, we all like turn around like, "Oh." Like we had no clue what to do, but he just kept driving off. But it was pretty funny.
If you would have had a Beersy White Claw, it wouldn't have happened.
I had a Beersy and I did do a Corona, but the wine, it started off kind of slow, like really informative of this one spot, then it kind of just turned into like turned into like drinking and stuff.
I'm sure he loses control of every group at some point.
Yeah,
But
I tried to buy wine. Like I wanted to buy it because we like go sit in a room. They would come out with tasters, and I would go out there. I'm like, I'm just gonna go buy one just to fill up people's glasses. You know, he's like, dude, you need to pace yourself. You need to slow your roll. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I won't buy any wine, buddy. But then I got a little loose, and I definitely said like, that flow real? I said, hey Mike, is that flow real? I mean, he's old. He had no clue what flow meant, but it was.
I think that'd be a tough job too. It's like I'm trying to think of another good example, but like you're in a place where everyone's gonna get like hammered, and you like have to make sure they have a good time, but at the same time, like when you're sober on a bunch of drunk people, that's got to be like just.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, it wasn't. Didn't get. I mean, it was a fucking 6-hour tour, dude. Like it didn't get loose until like right before like the last 2 spots. The second to last guy was like fucking. The dude giving us the taste was like hammered. He was hitting on all the girls and like just being the ultimate creep. But he was definitely like he was just pouring. And James's thing would be like every time he'd get a taster. I mean, it was a pretty good amount, but he'd be like, I need to revisit that. he would get refilled and stuff. But the last place we were at, that's where I'm not gonna say out of control. I was definitely, the other girls that were with us on the trip were definitely influencing me to like take from this wine thing. Like Jack was like my lookout and stuff. It's definitely theft.
You just admitted to a crime live on the internet.
But yeah, then at Hops and Drops, I think I threw some celery at Bryant over my shoulder. But
so did everyone go back there except for James?
Yeah, they stayed and like went to dinner. I think they had family that was really close to the place, and I think they Ubered there instead of driving home.
Then you guys all just Ubered home from there, or did you just have to someone have to drive back?
Bryant drove.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's Mr. Cool. He
just left the house right now to go get some trim.
He needs to come over to my house and hit up some trim spots. But no, he drove back, but he got to a point where he was just probably irritated at some of the loud girls in our group, and he was just over it. But outside of me throwing celery and stuff and then stealing wine,
overall good time. If I would have been there, you would have been way worse. We'll all agree on that.
Yeah.
I'm a very good influence at being bad. What's the right word? I'm a very bad influence of being good.
Role model? I don't know.
So I didn't go to the party. I was invited. For everyone wondering why I wasn't invited, I went to a kids party. Kids party 2 hours away. No, check this out. I'm about to show you. Kids party 2 hours away. No biggie. Get there. First hour's in the pool. I'm not getting in the pool with a bunch of kids. Ari's too young to go in the pool. We
Indoor
tried.
Pool?
She didn't like it. Yeah. It was they rented out like a home 2 suites. So it's like a not a motel or a hotel, but like
Holiday Inn.
Yeah. But it has like a kitchen and stuff in the rooms, and you can like book them for a week. Anyway, second hour, they're like, oh yeah, we rented out the game room and the party room. I'm like, what is this place? So we go to this game room, and your boy got right on them sticks, dude. Look at this crowd of people watching me get on that Fortnite, dude.
Did you win it all?
No, my best placement was second. So it was tough because if you can see in that background, there's the other TV. Some other kids are playing on that TV with Fortnite, and then the kids over here were playing like an old N64 like emulator type thing.
Oh damn!
And then there was like some checkers and chess and that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of people, like probably 20 people in this decent sized room, and the sound was just. I mean, the TV was up and I could hear, but I mean, I got spanked on one of the things. I was building up fine to fight one dude, and then I just got like there was a guy literally right behind me. I just never heard him because I couldn't hear the sound.
Yeah.
But it was also tough too because like I felt bad playing, but they were like 8 and 9. And they knew more about the game and everything than me, but they all sucked so bad.
Really?
But they like, well, I mean, they're at an age where they weren't probably playing it enough, but they knew enough about the game. So it was weird because they wanted to watch me play because I could drop ramps and build up and stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. But they knew every skin. They knew every skin I ran into. They knew all that stuff. So it was really weird. It's almost like they watch more than they play, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd never been in a situation
or they're
or
just
dynamic
not good
like
at
that.
translating into gameplay.
Exactly, and it's not like they're at 8 or 9 years old. They probably shouldn't be good
Yeah.
at Fortnite. You
Yeah.
know, like that's not a really. I mean, they're kindergarten and first grade, I believe. That's not like the best.
Man, you could probably easily just set up something like that and have like a Fortnite night, and then have all like kids come out and play. $10
for sure.
$10 a head.
Get pizza to come in.
Oh,
Get some
yeah.
pizza.
Well, it's
Mountain
like that
Dew.
one company they take around like
Get to the trailer.
like a box truck and just play.
Yeah.
Like that'd be sweet.
I also thought another idea like that, loop back around to our like your wine tour. I always think it would be good. So many people want to party and do this and do that and whatever. Set it up so where you would be like, hey, I'm having a barbecue. I'm having all my people over. 20 people are coming over. And then your company would roll up in the trailer, and the trailer would be like a bar, you know, like you serve the drinks and all that and whatnot. And then you would have, so the people who are making the drinks and everything, they would get tips, but they would just be their part as the company.
Yeah.
But then you would also either figure out like a food situation where you might have on that same trailer, you know, 2 smokers or 2
like a
barbecues.
window outside or something.
Yeah. So you would roll up. So like
it'd be a combination of everything.
Yeah, and then you could double down too, and let's say someone didn't want to do it at their house, but all their people wanted to get together. You could roll up to a park, and just roll up to the park. You'd have the bar, you'd have the food truck basically, but then you'd have like
licensing. Probably doing that would be a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know how you do liquor. Well, I don't know though, because food trucks can serve beer.
Oh, really?
I think, but maybe they have to be like.
Can they though? They can't serve beer on a food truck.
I mean, if you're, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe in Vegas.
Maybe that's where I was.
Yeah. Huh.
You know what? I was in Vegas for sure. Now that I'm thinking.
Yeah, because here, take this, even though you can't drink it
in public. That makes sense. Yeah. So, but there'd be obviously some loopholes. That'd be a good business though.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas. Or if you could figure out some rule on like if you're on someone's property.
Yeah. Like a
but
private
then you're
event.
liable if anyone gets too drunk or something like that.
Yeah, because even like a
wedding.
private event, like a wedding or something. Remember when the dude was like, what'd he say? Remember the fucking bartender at your wedding was like freaking out on people?
Yeah, well, yeah, that there was so
like we couldn't even bring our own alcohol.
I think the thing for him was he's not allowed to like, I don't know if overserve or maybe he's just not allowed to. I don't know, but yeah, there was a few times people were like, "Oh no, this dude's getting cut off," and I had to go talk to the guy. I'm like, "You can't cut this dude off," and he's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You literally can't cut my buddy off at my wedding. Like, what are you doing?"
Because I remember he couldn't like start serving until a certain time.
There was and then he had to like he couldn't do doubles.
Yeah.
He wasn't allowed to serve doubles, but then he could.
That weak ass guy.
He could give you 2 Tito's and sodas, but he couldn't give you a double Tito's and soda. But I've been to another wedding though that was open bar. They had like a keg of Rainier and then they had wines, and I was like, I'll take a wine, and then I was getting Andy a Rainier, and they're like, we only can give you one. I'm like, oh, it's not for me. Like obviously I'm not going back to my table to slam this wine with this Rainier.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do it if I had to, but that's not what I was doing.
Yeah, but they operate inside the law, I would guess. Yeah. Fuck them still, though, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man,
remember when we went to the Drake concert and we were only supposed to have two beers at once and they gave us 6?
Man,
and we drank all of them.
How
did we not have a bunch of bathroom breaks?
I don't know.
We did. Going to the bathroom.
We did, because remember we always saw the women's line?
Oh,
I think we were a lot more in control at this Drake concert, correct?
Last one, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the first one we went to was tough because he was 2 hours late, and there was an opener.
Yeah.
And I think we pre-funked.
Like we showed up at this one when he was already going, right?
Yeah, because Migos canceled the day of.
Yeah. Because the first one was when I had all those like barley things, and I'm just like,
yeah.
But I don't like. What do we do after the Drake concert and stuff?
I don't remember that one
because it must not have been too wild. I think I stayed the night at your house.
We had a ton of Wendy's. You had 4 junior bacon cheeseburgers.
Ooh, that's right. But I did stay the night at your house just as a precaution.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we definitely drank all those Bud Lights, and they're tall cans. Plus, we went with Andy before.
we had the Beersies.
Yeah.
We got the blended Long Island. Oh,
Oh, that was bad. We still gutted them down.
I know. So
This bar we went to was like prohibition themed or 1920s themed.
we were the only ones there.
Yeah, and like the menu and stuff was all like from the 1920s
Yeah.
drinks.
Well,
Good times, man.
well, I think my voice is starting to go away. I'm sick, by the way.
Kyle's sick, everybody. But he still came through and he still did the show. We're also recording a little late today because I'm getting a sliding glass door put into my side of my house.
Yeah, his power's going in and out, fluctuated. We can't be on this when it's going to fluctuate out. I need to get you attached to the dock to put in the timestamps.
Yeah, do that right after this. I'm going to take over watching my kiddo. Oh, I put the router in my office now. So I probably should run an Ethernet into it to my Xbox, right?
Oh yeah, that's the best way to connect. Actually, let's talk about this. I think I'm in the midst of a possible scam.
Oh, dude, Ponzi scheme? We know a buddy who's in one of those.
So this guy who messaged me in the first place wants to promote the Beersy. He said we can promote your Beersy to over 500,000 college students in one day for only $1,500. You will easily get over 10Ks in sales. So he said this on February 3rd. So I kind of just started talking to him what network, and it's called like the Schmack Network. Blah da 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 da. Nice. And he just was really pushy on trying to lock me into promotion, like it's like a sales tactic. Like, nice, let's lock your placement right now for 48-hour promotional slot throughout your entire network. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I looked up the Schmack Network. The main page has almost 1 million followers, but apparently that's not a part of this deal. Or apparently the other pages are way better. So that's also a little iffy. He said, let's hurry and get this done on PayPal, but make sure you send it as a friend's family through PayPal. So that's where you're not protected by that fee means you're not protected by PayPal if shit goes south.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But also it will
That's really good to know for everyone listening. What Kyle's explaining here is when you pay on PayPal, there's two options. I always thought the friends and family was so that you didn't have to like pay the taxes basically, but I didn't know that you can't be protected. So that's good.
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with taxes. So like it's a fee that it basically buys your protection
for chargebacks and whatnot.
Yeah. So like if I send friends and family to you and it was fraud, like I can't do anything about it. Now, I'm not saying this guy is frauding me. I'm not saying that.
But now we're peeling the onion back on
this
thing.
It is definitely starting to get a little hairy when you say, okay, let's hurry and get this done. Like, because he's saying to bypass. Sometimes when you do it as non-friends and family, so it's just like for goods or services, like it does delay a little bit to, if it's a large amount, to check to make sure it's like a legit transaction. Well, if I was a scam artist, I would try and tell somebody to, do it friends and family just so it goes by faster. So basically you give up that protection for that transaction. And so I linked him. I was like, it's a verified I'm Schmack network. Like the main page, 989,000 verified, yada, yada, yada. But then he said, I'm like, and then he keeps going, are you for sure in? Okay. And then I'm saying, is this big page going to be part of this promotion? And then he just said, yes, I can get it on there, but you won't even need it. We'll do it though. All of the less large accounts that I personally manage have such a strong market. It's unreal. Are you PayPal ready? Why the fuck would I not want to post it on a 1 million follower account? You know, that's why I think that something is definitely
I'm wondering
hairy.
It's just weird that you'd be. That's like when someone's trying to tell you that you can make money online, but then they're like, but you have to pay me $189 for this course, but I'm making $1 million doing it.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you're making $1 million, I know that millionaires are smart and they want multiple streams of income, but trying to get $189 if you're making $1 million on your Shopify store. You're not fooling anybody, dude.
Yeah,
Well, that's sad as he is.
But that's why I'm like it's $1,500, $750 before, $750 after, but it just seems a little off.
Well, at least you're only in for $750, which is
Well,
still a lot for promotion for a new product, but
that's what I'm saying. This dude is talking and he's talking in absolutes. So he's saying, you will get 10,000 in sales. You will get this. You will get 500,000. The page he's messaging me on is 2,000 followers. I was like, can you send me a message on another page to confirm? Like, and he sends me on an 11,000 follower page. So I just have a slight hunch that
be like, this ain't adding up, bro.
Yeah, because I'm just kind of, I mean, there are a bunch of like I'm smacked Instagrams, but he's just being way too pushy. The red flag was sends his friends and family. That's so fucking weird. So, and then to say, like, the problem, what I think is going on here is he thinks that I'm just like a startup Instagram account who's never really dealt with promotions and stuff like that. So he's trying to catch a quick one on me. He's trying to say
we ain't noobs.
Yeah, like he doesn't. I'm not talking to him on like a bigger account or anything. I'm talking to him on a 5,000 follower Instagram account. So I'm gonna kind of see what happens. But my best guess is that
This is a good follow up for next week.
That this is some form of scam, and I will let you guys know. I don't like people that are pushy. There's usually a weird reason they're pushy. Like, you sure you want to do it? You ready to lock in? Just send it to PayPal. Let's get it going. Let's get it going on PayPal. And I have a feeling that something is funky. Even though there is a lot of the thing is like, so there is like an I'm schmacked MSU. But like the thing has, a pretty intricate profile picture, while this one I'm talking to is just a T for Tennessee. See what I'm saying?
I say you keep breaking it down. I don't think you dive into it and get too crazy yet.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of pull his chain and be like, honestly, dude, I think you're fucking with me.
Everyone remind us Thursday to update this story.
Unless he can send me a DM from the big verified one, I'm gonna say there's absolute no way. I'm gonna send that to him right now. But we gotta let Colby go. He's got shit to do, kids to watch. We need to get you attached to the dock so you can do the timestamps because the timestamp person is dead to us.
He's dead. All right, guys, message me that. I'm gonna take that back, or I'll take that over and send it. Make sure I put it in there. I could not think of the word.
Because you got to do that last one too.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Kyle, I'll text you in a sec.
All right. Bye.